Sexton with 10 assists. How would you describe his growth from the beginning of the season to now?
Ridiculous. I mean, it's been night and day. You know, he came into the year and you know, struggled, just like every rookie goes through those times, and especially rookie point guard. That's the hardest job in basketball. So you know, he struggled at first, but you know, just to see the way his offensive game and his defensive game has made huge strides throughout the year, and to end it on a game like this where he had 10 assists, awesome. I mean, that's what years like this are all about. That's what you hope to see, and you know, things like that is what you can hang your hat on from this year and see, like, okay, we certainly got something.
This team's attitude does not reflect the record at all. What would you attribute that to?
I would say a combination of a lot of things. You know, obviously Channing was a big part of that. You know, he makes sure there's nobody upset in the locker room ever. You're not allowed to be upset if Channing's around. General rule. I think Larry Drew has done an outstanding job of keeping us focused and on task of competing and growing and trying to get better every single night. I think he did an awesome job of that. And I think the whole locker room, you know, it would have been easy to kind of fold and whatever, you know, and then just get steamrolled the last however many games and nobody learned anything, chuck shots and play pickup basketball. But I don't think we did that. You know, we improved in a lot of different areas and a lot of individual areas, I think.
You had career highs in points as well as rebounds and just 17 double-doubles even on the season for you. When you're looking at your game, how do you feel like you help the team?
I try to think of myself as like a jack of all trades. You know, if you need me to score, I can do that. If you need me to rebound, I'll do that. If you need me to, you know, I'll always play defense. But if you need some steals and blocks, I can certainly do that. If you need me to guard the toughest guy, I'm there for that. You know, so you know, this year I kind of added the playmaking, facilitating role to that, and you know, for me that's the biggest part of my game that I'm happy with.
How much can a season like this, where you take lumps and bruises and continuously have to keep on fighting and keep on fighting, how much can that build their mental toughness, I guess?
It's big time, you know, because if you don't go through the times like this, what makes winning that much sweeter. You know, it's being through that battle with your guys and seeing who's in the foxhole with you, fighting and scratching and clawing, so that when you do come out on top, or whenever that time comes where we do start winning the games and be ready for the playoff push, and whatever lies down the road, it'll make it that much sweeter that you know we did this. You know, we built this from the ground up.
When you first started here, did you think that this locker room had like the mental toughness in it, though, like to get through the season like this?
I was uncertain. You know, obviously we were young. You know, and nothing against different guys. We had a lot of young guys, and this takes a toll on anybody. But coming into the league and being thrust in this situation is not easy. Let alone we lost two of our leaders for the majority of the year, Kevin and Tristan. So, like I said, it would have been very easy to fold and just, you know, woe is me, let's just fold it in and you know, scrap the rest of the season because we're not even going to show up. But I certainly don't think we did that. You know, Colin did an outstanding job, and we played 82 games. That's awesome. I haven't done it once in my career yet. So, hats off to him. You know, Jetty grew tremendously throughout the year. Big Z was awesome. Obviously Kevin when he played, Tristan, different guys stepped up at different times, and I think you can look at everybody's games and point out certain ways that they grew, and I think that's big time.
What Larry Drew mean to you guys as a group this year from a coaching standpoint?
I mean, I'll say it again. LD was outstanding. I mean, it's not an easy job. That was not an easy position he got put into. You know, 6 games in the season. Hey, you know, here are the reins. Figure it out. And that's exactly what he did. You know, he you know, got us on the right path, and like I said, it would have been easy for him to mail it in too. You know, just because a year like this, this isn't fun. You know, losing isn't fun. You know, so being able to keep a positive attitude and keep moving forward at the rate that we did, I think was a lot in part to Larry Drew, and I'm a big fan.
Next on your basketball
story
agenda.
tonight is Magic stepping down with the Lakers. You came from the Lakers. Just what's your initial reaction to that news?
I have no idea. Obviously, just like everybody else, I just found out. I'm with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
What's next on your basketball agenda? 3-pointers?
Yeah, I had an airballed one all year, and then the last game of the year, I came out and chucked one up and a miss. But no, yeah, I mean, I'm going to take a good little time off, and I mean, I was pushing and dribbling and making passes and assists this year without even really being able to dribble. Like you should see me in the dribbling drills. It's atrocious. So you know, I'm excited to actually work on that this summer and you know, really get my handle right and really get my handle tight and obviously work on my my array of 3-point shots.
Thanks.
Thanks, Larry.
Appreciate it.